Hello, my name is Freddie Robinson, and I normally don't talk in my videos, but today I thought it would be useful to give you some tips that I use to help improve my kicks. Most of the times, kicking is a challenge because of balance and flexibility, and a lot of people overlook how easy it is to work on some simple techniques to improve the kicks. And today what I'll be doing is actually going to the floor and eliminating the challenge of flexibility and balance by doing the kicks on the floor. Now I've already done a simple warm-up just to get my body loosened up so I can do these kicks. You can also use this as a warm-up, or you can incorporate this into your workout. To simplify things, I'll just break down each kick into three parts: the chamber, the extension, and the recoil. And I'll use the side kick as an example for that. From your stance, bringing the knee up is the chamber. Extending it out is the extension. And then you have the recoil. And then you want to place the leg down and stay in control at all times. To aid in doing that kick, simply use a chair. Now you can bring the knee up into the chamber, extend it out, pivot the foot that you're standing on, and then recoil, and then place it back down. And you can do this multiple times, and you can do it without putting the foot down. You can chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, and put the foot down, because that'll make the legs tired. Your hand position is also important when executing the kicks because they can affect your balance. For example, with the side kick, if you're kicking with the right leg, the right arm should be extended. The left should be pulled in. If you kick with the left down, it's actually going to pull you down and throw your balance off. So be mindful of where your hands are in relation to your kick. Also, if you're doing the kick properly, the arm would be actually a straight line that your leg would be going in line with. So if you do the extension, it should be in line with the arm. That way you know you're kicking exactly where you're wanting to. And I'll give you a different angle of that. Chamber, extension, recoil, and put the foot down. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, now I'll be taking the kicks to the floor, eliminating the challenge of balance and flexibility. Since I was doing the side kick earlier, I will start with the side kick. And I have some aerobic step plates that I have stacked up, and that's just going to give me something to judge the height of my kick with. You can use a chair turned on its back, you can use a stack of books, a stack of pillows, or anything you have laying around the house. And so I will start this exercise by getting on all fours, looking over my right shoulder, and I have these behind me. First thing I'll do is the chamber, the extension, and the recoil. And then put the knee down. And then I'll go to the other side. Chamber, extension, recoil, and put the knee down. And then I'll just go ahead and alternate those. Chamber, extension, recoil, and down. Chamber, extension, recoil, and down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. And if you wanted to make this more challenging, you can just extend the leg out and then recoil and keep it at the recoil position and then extend it out. And I'll give you an example of what that looks like. Chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, and put the knee down. And the same thing on the other side. Chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, and put the knee down. And this exercise can be done with the side kick, the roundhouse kick, and the hook kick. And so we'll just move on to the roundhouse kick. For the roundhouse kick, I have actually moved back, and now I'm in between the two objects that I will be kicking over, making it easier to execute the kick properly. I'll start on all fours, and I'll start on the right side, bringing the knee up into the chamber position. Extension, recoil, and down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. And now I'll add a challenge by kicking multiple times without putting my knee down. Chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, and put the knee down. Chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, knee down. Going to the left side. Chamber, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, extension, recoil, and put the knee down. Chamber, extension, chamber, extension, chamber, extension, chamber, extension, chamber, knee down. And now I'll move on to the hook kick. And of these three kicks, the hook kick is going to be the most challenging, and you probably will find that the most difficult. like the hook kick is when you're standing up executing it. For this exercise, I've actually moved back partially behind the two objects that I'll be kicking over in order to execute the technique properly. Now what I have here is a very close area, which you may have to actually move these out a little bit in order to get the knee around and make the hooking motion. I'm going to try to execute it with this closed range. Knee up, which is the chamber, extension, and then back down. Knee up, extension, and down. Opposite side, knee up, extension, down, knee up, extension, and down. And so I found it a little bit difficult, and I was losing the proper form of executing the hook kick, so I'll just slide these out, making it easier. Chamber, extension, and bring the knee down. Chamber, extension, put the knee down. I find that this is still close to the point of where I'm having difficulty executing, so I'll just slide it out of the way. Chamber, extension, recoil, and down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, down. Chamber, extension, recoil, and down. Chamber, extension, recoil, knee 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 down. And now to make it a little bit more challenging, I'll just be executing the kick without putting the knee down. To the other side. And down. And this can be used as a great warm-up, or it could be used as an exercise itself. In this video, I've been wearing 3-pound ankle weights. That's 1.5 pounds on each ankle, and it's made the kick actually a little bit more challenging for me. Each kick consists of 3 different parts: the chamber, the extension, and the recoil. And I'll demonstrate those using a side kick. The chamber is simply pulling the knee up and into the body. The execution is extending the knee out, and as you extend the knee out, you want to extend the arm as to the arm and leg being in line with each other. Then you want to recoil and put the foot down and staying in control of your leg at all times. Pull the leg up and in for the chamber. Extend straight out and extend the arm in line with the leg. And then recoil and bring the leg down in a controlled fashion. To execute the roundhouse kick or the side turning kick, you use the same 3 parts: the chamber, the extension, and the recoil. And from your free fighting stance, your chamber would be bringing your knee up, torquing your upper body backwards, and bringing your arm behind the leg that is going to be chambered. In this example, it'll be on the left side. And now I'll execute the roundhouse kick with the chamber, the extension, and the recoil. Remember that the roundhouse kick does exactly what its name says. It goes around. So rather than the side kick's linear execution, the roundhouse kick comes around. And the last kick is the hook kick. And the hook kick is going to be the most difficult of the three kicks to execute because of the motion that it goes through in order to execute it. On paper, the hook kick is the complete opposite of a roundhouse kick. So the roundhouse kick's proper name is side turning kick. The hook kick would be reverse turning kick. The hook kick is executed in a hooking fashion. From your free fighting stance, bring the knee in and up. Execute out in a hooking motion. Recoil and put the foot down. Again, chamber, extension, and recoil. Remember that the execution of the hook kick is in a hooking fashion. Chamber, extension, recoil. Chamber, extension, and recoil.